What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Alright, so yeah, we got some exciting stuff going on here. I'm leaving shit everywhere for the maid to clean up because I'm an asshole. To be fair, though, I'm not paying her to sit on her ass. I pay her some good fucking money. And now, we're gonna use the toilets. And it's hard to tell if she's pissing or shitting. It's always hard to tell with women. Pretty sure I hear the little trickle thing going now, so I'm pretty sure she is pissing. Not sure why I'm overanalyzing this, but probably just because I'm creepy as fuck. Alright, anywho. She's such a dirty whore. She didn't even clean the toilet before fucking using it. That is disgusting! But again, like I said, that's why I hire a maid, man. Hire a maid to do that shit. Although I'm pretty sure, like... Yeah, it's not even that I needed to clean it necessarily, it's that I needed to flush it. I didn't even flush it before I used it. God, my sim really is a dirty fucking whore. Oh, god damn it. God damn. Fucking what the fuck am I doing? I'm gonna grab another drink. You know what? Fuck this shit. I'm grabbing another drink. Makes me feel better that Felicity didn't flush the toilet either before using it. We're all just shitting in the toilet. We're pissing in the toilet without fucking flush that shit. It's a waste of water anyway. Although, to be fair, I mean, water never really gets wasted. Because of the whole fucking evaporation cycle and shit. One way or another, water pretty much always gets recycled. Ooh. Got a little ride for her in an hour. Well, might as well grab one more drink then. Fuck it! While I'm waiting for the carpool, run out front with my drink, chug that shit. Yeah, I have no idea why she's so angry with me. Yeah, whatever, fuck that bitch. I know she's my wife, but still, fuck that bitch. Metaphorically and maybe literally, we'll see. Time will tell. Probably not during this recording session. I'm probably not going to fuck her ass during this recording session. But we'll see, maybe in the future. I mean, I'm probably going to end up fucking a lot of people in the future at some point, let's be honest. If there is one thing that my sim knows, it's how to get pussy. She is a master of pussy. She's the pussy master. I'm such a fucking child, I swear to God. I have the fucking... I swear to God, I'm like in my mid-20s, but like I have the maturity of a fucking 12-year-old. It's fantastic. I love it. Like I have not mentally matured probably since I was 12 years old. I fucking love every second of it. That's what it's all about, man. You got not be in a rush to grow up because growing up is fucking wildly overrated. You know, they tell you, oh, when you turn 18, you're going to have a bunch of freedom and shit. What they don't tell you is that along with said freedom comes crippling amounts of responsibility, and it's aggravating, irritating, and stupid. They fucking lie to you, man. It's all one big fucking lie. They say, oh, yeah, when you turn 18, you get to do whatever you want. Yeah, except you have crippling amounts of responsibility that come along with the freedom. That's why I always say high school is the best time of your life. You have the most amount of freedom with the least amount of responsibilities. High school is the best time of your life. Definitely, for those of you out there who are high schoolers, you know, like, don't fucking waste that shit. Because trust me, that is probably the best time of your life. And it's pretty much all downhill afterwards. It's great. I'm such a happy, positive, uplifting person, aren't I? talking about? Reading the paper? God damn, could you be more fucking boring? Fuck you, man. Fucking reading the paper? Who the fuck does that shit? This game was actually made back when the paper was still delivered, though. I remember that shit. Actually, back in the day, my sister actually had a paper route. She used to deliver newspapers for one of those newspaper companies. I actually remember back when actual physical newspapers were actually a thing. I remember after winter, like, you know, all the snow would melt and there would just be like a ton of fucking newspapers piled in the driveway, like at the end of the driveway. It's funny shit. But yeah, I remember when actual fucking newspapers, like physical newspapers, were actually a thing. I'm old enough to remember that. I'm actually also old enough to remember a time back before HD televisions were a thing. I remember back before HD TVs were a thing. Like, there, you know, you had those big bulky TVs, and now TVs are so thin these days. You know. But yeah, I remember back before HD TVs were a widespread thing. Actually, back in the day with like the Sega Genesis and actually the PlayStation 2 as well, we used to have like a very old analog TV, but it still worked. So I remember my parents actually went to like fucking Radio Shack back when Radio Shack was a thing. And they bought like an adapter so that way we could hook up the PlayStation 2 to like our old like analog TV that had like, I'm talking, this was like old ass TV. It had like an antenna built into it, and it had actual knobs that you had to turn in order to change like the volume and shit. Like, that's how old of a fucking TV it was. So that's what I, you know, grew up playing my video games on, was an old ass fucking analog TV with like an actual antenna on it and shit like that. So yeah, that's like what I grew up on, you know, like playing video games on, was that old ass analog TV. Fucking crazy shit, man. God, it's hard to imagine how fucking old I've gotten. How much I've seen like technology progress throughout my lifetime. It's kind of scary to think about, really. But yeah, that's part of why I love this generation of The Sims, is because it reminds me so much of my childhood, you know? In its own way, this game is kind of an encapsulation of what life was like in the, you know, in the early 2000s. Early to somewhat mid 2000s. But yeah, this is what life was really like, you know? People still had landline phones. You know, newspaper was still delivered. You had like an actual paper boy or paper girl that would deliver the fucking newspaper on their bike. Although my sister would actually use rollerblades, so she was kind of unique in that regard, you know. Most paper boys or paper girls would, you know, ride around on their bikes. No, my sister, she would fucking, you know, have like a little satchel or some shit, I'm assuming. I actually don't really know how she did that. Maybe I should ask her about that sometime. But yeah, she would ride around on her fucking rollerblades delivering papers for the one of the newspaper companies. And that was probably like her first job. But yeah. God, it's been a long time since I've rollerbladed. I was just thinking about that. Like, I used to know how to rollerblade. I wonder if I still do. 'Cause it's been a long-ass time since I've gone, like, rollerblading. Yeah, I know ice skating is somewhat similar to rollerblading. It's a little different, but that's why I was able to pick up ice skating somewhat well. I mean, I couldn't do any, like, tricks or any shit, but I could at least, like, skate around, you know? Because I remember we did that a few times in high school, like, for gym class, because there's an ice rink pretty close to where I live. And I think a couple times for, like, gym class we went there, did some ice skating or whatever. I wasn't, like, super great at it, but I could at least get around without, like, falling down every 2 seconds. Same thing with rollerblading. Like, I was decent at rollerblading. I wasn't amazing at it, but, you know, I could get around. This bitch needs some drinks. Time for some punch. Time to punch her taste buds with some fruit punch. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just fucking saying stupid shit. But again, you guys should know that I'm multi-step. I always say stupid shit. But again, I have fun with it, so who gives a fuck? Besides, fruit punch is some tasty shit. There is one brand of fruit punch that I've had that I thought was actually better than Hawaiian punch, though. I think it's called Tahitian Treat or something like that. I don't know if it's still around, but that shit, I remember I had some of that shit sometimes in high school for a while, and oh my god, that shit was delicious. But I think it's called Tahitian Treat, if I'm remembering correctly. That brand of fruit punch. Fucking the greatest fruit punch just, like, fucking ever. Fucking delicious ass shit. Yeah, that's right, you chug that shit, bitch. Alright, one more drink should probably do the trick. Yep, we'll let the maid clean that shit up, because again, I'm not paying her to sit on her fucking beautiful ass. Chug that shit. Look at the maid cleaning shit up. Because I'm a messy fucking dickbag. But again, that's why I have a maid. You know, so that way I don't have to clean up after myself. So again, I'm a lazy piece of shit. If I had enough money in real life, I'd have a maid. But, like, it would definitely have to be one of those sexy maids that also does other shit besides just cleaning, if you catch my drift. But I highly doubt I'll ever be that rich, so that sucks. Gotta do all my own cleaning, which I'm not very good at, but, you know, do an adequate job. At least adequate to my standards, and luckily for me, I have pretty fucking low standards. Actually, I have very low standards pretty much in every aspect of my life. It's great. It's a great way to live your life, man. Just lower your standards and you won't be disappointed as much. You still be disappointed, because this world is just so wildly fucking disappointing, but if you lower your standards, hopefully at least you'll be less disappointed more often. If that made sense. It was a weird way of saying that, but whatever. Again, I have such a weird fucking way of saying shit sometimes. Even I'm like, what the fuck am I talking about half the time? Oh, it's good shit. Alright. Well, either way, I'm actually probably going to go ahead and end this part here, so, yeah. I'm probably just going to do one more part after this, so stay tuned for that shit coming up next. Until then, peace out.